South Carolina is getting ready to host the University of Florida at 5 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time tonight. Florida comes in 16-2, 3-2 in conference. South Carolina 10-8, 0-5, off to a rough start in conference. They're on a 5-game losing streak right now. They struggled with their defensive rebounding. They've struggled on offense. They have not been a consistent team this year. It's been a flat-out struggle for South Carolina and the boys. They've taken some tough L's to some really good teams this year. They also have a really tough schedule going forward. If you look at what they have coming up in the season, I don't think anything is going to get better for them. They got Florida tonight, Mississippi State coming up. They got a bit of an easy one with Georgia. But, you know, the SEC is tough. They got A&M, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Florida again after that. The schedule doesn't lighten up until the end of the season. We see them play LSU, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, and Georgia before they have to face Tennessee. So it's going to be a tough time for South Carolina. I don't see this thing getting better for them anytime soon. Colin Murray, he's played pretty well. The sophomore, he leads the team in just about every category. 15.4 points per game, 9.2 rebounds, tied 27th in the country. He's shooting 59.8%, so he's playing pretty good. He's shooting the ball efficiently. Had a double-double last game against OU. So I'm looking forward to see what South Carolina can do today against Florida. Florida is a very high-level offense. They score rapidly. They're a great rebounding team. They have an 8-9-man rotation that they work really well. Alex Condon, I should say, the sophomore forward, he's having a really good season. 50% from the stripe, from the field. Has a block and a half in every game so far. He's averaging a block and a half. 8.2 rebounds, 10.8 points. You can't complain. If you're a coach, you got to love that. Walter, Martin, Richard, those three guys are standing out for this team. We've seen them put up breakout numbers in this season. Walter's averaging just under 18 points per game. He had 28 points versus Missouri. They had Martin had 22 points versus Texas, and Richard, he's averaging 13 points per game. 3 steals last game versus Texas. So you got a few guys on the team that I believe overpower South Carolina. I don't think South Carolina can keep up with Florida's guards in this game. This is a must-win with Florida's upcoming schedule. It's the SEC, like we discussed earlier with South Carolina, so things do not get easier. They'll play South Carolina, they'll play Georgia, and then things will get tough. They got Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Auburn, Mississippi State. So if they don't win this game, along with the next one against Georgia, they're setting themselves up for a tough situation. They're already 3-2 in conference. You don't want to pick up these two right here and be sitting 3-4, or win and 4-3 or whatever. So this is a big time game. I got Florida winning this game. I'm taking the Florida money line, and I like Florida at 10.5. So I'm interested to see. I think Florida will be able to run away with this game, win this game by about 15 points. South Carolina can't really keep up with Florida at all. I think Florida will shoot pretty well tonight. It's a must-win, got to have it game for Florida. So I got them at 10.5.